Hey everybody, it's Big Al. Welcome to Yard Daddy Barbecue. It's a little cool out here in the Yard Daddy kitchen, but never too cold to do a little smoking. Today we're gonna throw a rack of ribs on the pits and spits and probably try a little other surprise. We're gonna throw some brats on there and make Brat Burnt Ends. Let's see how it works out. So on these ribs today, we're not going to go for the normal sweet profile. I'm going to do kind of a salt and pepper, but I'm not going to put a lot of salt on it because it's pork and probably doesn't need it. I am going to start with a little of the Meat Church Holy Cow, and we'll do the back here first. I've liked this rub on some other things, and so we're going to try it out. You know how I like to try different things. In addition to that, I'm going to add a little Traeger blackened Saskatchewan rub. It's more of a steak rub, but we'll put a little of that on here. That ought to do that. Get a little of this blackened rub on there. We'll let that sit for just a little bit, and then we'll get it on the smoker. All right, so the rub has adhered and we're ready to get it on the smoker. The pits and spits is running about 250. It's been rolling smoke for a few minutes now, so it's up to temp. And we'll get these on before a dog comes by and eats them up. Good thing a dog didn't come by. That would have been pretty bad. I'm such a dork. All right, we've got those on the pit, and we'll let those go for a while, and we'll check them in a little bit. Meanwhile, I'm going to start prepping some brats. We're going to throw some brats on the smoker as well, let them go for a little bit. Then we'll chunk them up and see if we can make some brat burnt ends. That's next. All right, we're going to just toss these brats on. Looks like there's some room up top. Give them a little more smoke, a little less heat. And we're rolling smoke about 250. We'll let those go for a little while. We'll check them. I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll just try it out. Hey, so I found this in the fridge and might as well throw it on today too. I don't know if you can see those ribs or not. Those are looking pretty good. Get a nice crust on it, good color. So we're going to keep those rolling. I don't know if I'm going to wrap them or not. We'll see when it gets to that point what we want to do. But these brats are definitely done. We'll get those off. And this turkey sausage looks great. We're going to turn all of that stuff into burnt end types of things. And we'll check on the ribs a little bit. All right, so I said we'd do a little experimenting here today. Got these brats that have been on, and I'm just gonna chunk them up. And then we're gonna experiment a little bit. I don't want them too hot. Wish I had a little smaller pan, but we're going to add in a little honey jalapeno barbecue sauce. And then I have some Creole butter that we're just going to add a little to that. Basically to just thin it out a little bit. Swoosh this around a little bit. Get it all covered. And then we will go back on the smoker with it and let this glaze tack up some. So we'll get them on the smoker here, let them go for 10 or 15 minutes to tack up, see if they need a little stir. Maybe we'll just pop them in our mouths. All right, I told you we'd do a little experimenting today, so I've got this turkey sausage, and I'm just gonna cut it up into little chunks here. That one just probably needs to be tried. Oh, that's good stuff. I have a little of this Cowtown, Kansas City style barbecue sauce. We're gonna do a little of that, but I want to do a little bit of a mustardy kind of flavor on these. So I've got a little kickin' mustard rub that we're gonna add to it. And then I make my own Carolina Gold mustard sauce. I'll have to do this in a video at some point for y'all to see how I make that. But we're gonna add some of that to it. And I think if we just kind of stir that around a little bit, that should make for a pretty good sauce. And it'll be different than we've got on the brats. And I'm all about trying new things and having a little variety. So we will get this on the pits and spits and see if we can't tack that sauce up too. So the Brat Burnt Ends and that turkey sausage should be about done here. We're gonna pull it off the smoker and give it a try. On this side, we've got the Brat Burnt Ends. We did those with a little Honey Habanero sauce, and I'm letting them cool down. I don't know if you can see the steam coming off of them or not. It's still kind of cold out here, but. And then this is the turkey sausage that we sliced up, and we did that kind of with a mustardy and a little barbecue sauce, cleaning out the fridge. So we'll give these both a taste. Hopefully it's cooling off enough. Whew. Oh. So that's super good. The brat's done just about right. The honey habanero, since I mixed it a little bit, it's not super hot. It doesn't kill you, but it's got some good zing to it. And then let's try a little of this turkey sausage. Also very good. The mustard is not coming out quite as much as I'd like it to. Probably a little too much of that Kansas City flavoring. You get a little hint of it, but it's not quite as powerful as I like. The wife really likes mustardy, so I was kind of going for that, but I think she'll eat these. We'll get these in the house and start snacking on them a little bit, and waiting for those ribs to get done for a little later. All right, so ribs are looking pretty much done. They've been on the smoker for 5.5 hours. I spread a little butter on top and let that kind of melt in instead of spritzing it. But they are looking good, so we're gonna peel them off the smoker. All right, so there are our ribs. They look pretty tender. They're folding over, but they're not falling apart. I like to actually bite them off the rib. I don't want them to fall off. They seem a little too mushy and soft for me when they're like that. So we're gonna let that cool down just a little bit, and then we'll slice one out of there and see how we did. All right, so these have rested not nearly long enough, but I gotta try it. So it's hard to tell where the bones are just looking from the top, but if you flip this bad boy over, you can see there's one right there, and we'll peel this one out of there. Oh, it's got some nice smoke. It's about 85% smoke ring, so looks really good. I don't know how well you can see that, but let's turn these over so they look pretty. But let's try this. Oh man, so a different kind of rib that I've ever done before. I've always kind of done baby backs and done kind of a sweet flavor to them. This one, I wanted to do real salt and pepper, a real savory. And so the seasonings we used helped us do that. I didn't wrap it. I've just let it go for about 5.5 hours. And it's got a real good crust on it and a really great bite. I am going to try just a little of this mustard sauce that I love, and it kind of goes on everything I make. So, but great bite, and I think everybody's going to enjoy them tonight. Oh man, that's good. That's really good.